This is my 2007 Nissan Xterra, and this is my just do whatever kind of truck with. I am preparing to get some new cars, 2 of them in fact. So they don't run, so I'm gonna have to tow them. However, my truck wasn't quite ready for towing. I replaced the drive shaft and didn't properly grease the input splines. So I'm doing an oil change and forgot to record this, but what I've already done just to make it look a little better, I had this extra end piece right here just to make it look a little better. It got hit in the back a long time ago, many years ago. I've replaced the bumper, and this is something that's left of it. You can see, I mean, how bad it got crashed into. It got hit really hard. But yeah, everything else looks okay. I just put this in, use some of these old parts. I have some of these bolts, so I bolted it in so it'll stay, because those old screws just, all of the little plastics popped out, and they didn't work out too well. So I replaced them. I have a shit ton of bolts from where I work, my manufacturing job, so just shit that's been left in my pockets over the past 2 years. So got a bag full of those. I use all of these bolts for stuff like that I need. So what it came in, the bumper, and I'm using my Metabo triple hammer for all of this stuff. Real reliable. And yeah, right now what I'm gonna be doing is marking up. Let's see, let's get under here. So what I'm gonna be doing is since I've replaced the drive shaft, the entire drive shaft from here all the way to back there. However, I've been hearing this, and it's grinding. It's starting to grind, and it's not too bad. There's no scoring. There's nothing. I can't feel anything. Maybe a little bit, which is already too much. So what I want to do is just mark this somewhat evenly so I can see. This is all oily, it's not really showing, but I just want to mark this as best as I can. This better be better with my right hand. Okay, alright, so pretty even. As even as I can get it, this little piece here. So now what I'm going to do is, the exhaust is cold now, so what I'm going to do is go down here, make sure I don't get squished. Alright, what I'm going to do is remove these 4 bolts, drop the drive shaft, and go back over here, grease the input splines, as well as all of the gears, not the gears, the actual drive shaft hole where the input splines go into. Just grease that up. The only thing that's on there right now is automatic transmission fluid. That's all I had at the time when I was replacing the drive shaft. So yeah, but it's finally failing. And as you can see from that hole, that massive hole right there, the old drive shaft was spinning and the U-joint failed. So it sent it shooting into the underbody and ripped a straight up hole in the underbody. I gotta get that patched up before I start rusting, but yeah, I mean, absolutely just sent it into here. Craziness. Crazy to think 2,000 RPM just Boom. So, okay, so now I'm going to remove the drive shaft and just grease it up, put it back on. Okay, so I'm now under the car. I have greased up the shaft, the input, splines, and the shaft, and everything that's in there. And now, well, what I'm trying to do is line these up over here. So let's see if I did it. It looks like I might have. No fucking way. Oh my goodness, it's so close. I overshot it by just a hair. Fuck. Okay. So then it's time to go back over here. We're towing now. Got the trailer secured. And tomorrow's the day we're getting the cars. Alrighty, made it home with the trailer. And used my other 2 cars to block it in so it doesn't get stolen in the middle of the night. And everything should be good. Going to go pick up the other Benzes. Alrighty, it is the next morning. It's time to go pick up all of these cars. Man, we'll see. We'll see. Probably put them all the weight down here on the back wheels, tie the cars down in this back section, because my max tongue weight for this towing rig that I bought for the Xterra is only about I think it was 600 pounds max tongue weight. So I don't want to have the car be sitting up here and have all that weight be crashing down on the tongue. So I'll put them, I'll set that weight right here on these back wheels so that all it's doing is the towing capacity, not the tongue capacity. But man, it's about 7:30 a.m. maybe in 2 hours should be. I'm gonna be over there getting my cars. Here we go. Alrighty, here's the 2 cars. Turbo diesel 300D as well as a 240D diesel. Alrighty, got the car, got it on there, got it secured. My car is not happy about it, not at all. But it's not above the towing rating. I should be okay. Got some fucking McDonald's ready to go. And then after the McDonald's, back on road, about an hour home. Goddamn. Alright, almost home. Been about an hour on the road already, going no faster than 55. My rear view mirror is all Mercedes. That way is all trailer and Mercedes. That way is all trailer and Mercedes. And we're cruising. We're down on the highway. Here we go. Alrighty, it's the next morning after picking up the diesel Benz. I was only able to get one of them. I will go for the other one next week, but my other diesel Benz died because I didn't drive it for a week. No tender or anything, and it probably is a battery drain, but whatever. If I don't leave it sitting for a week, it won't die. So I usually don't, but this time I did. So let's see if we can turn it on. Let's just flip it on. I'm gonna have to disregard the glow plugs. There we go. Alright, I was able to catch a bit of a flow. The glow plugs will warm up on their own time. Let's turn off the Cougar. Alright, there we go. Alrighty, so clearing it all out now. Got everything out of the interior for the most part, and it's not really that dirty. I mean, it's definitely salvageable. Bring a vacuum, and I got my little car detailing kit, and I think this thing will really come back to life in here. I mean, it's pretty solid. This is everything that came out of there. This was the mat from behind the driver's seat, so something was definitely living there. came with a battery. There's the 2 missing hubcaps. And this is a 75 turbo diesel 300D. But as far as I could tell, I couldn't find any information on 75 turbos. But I mean, sure enough, it's not lying. That's a turbo, and that's a 5-cylinder. So I'm not too sure on when they started officially making the 5-cylinder turbos, but this is a 75. This was manufactured. Maybe someone swapped the engine out, maybe, for a more powerful one, but that's a 1274. So I'm not too sure, but I don't know. I'm gonna continue just cleaning this thing out, and yeah, I'll get back to it. Let's see. So yeah, it seems like there's a lot of shit that's kind of a mess. That wiring doesn't seem like the greatest. Is that the glow plug solenoid? Okay. Yeah, I'll figure it all out. Alrighty, well, some good progress today. Pretty much clean this out. I gotta get this part to go up. I gotta get the back seat fully locked in. But air filter when I pulled it out is fucking horrendous. So I pulled out the whole housing, keep it in there. This thing clicks over. There's a little battery in there right now, and it'll click over. The starter goes, but whoever had this thing before decided it was a wonderful idea to drill out the key lock cylinder and then just drop the whole ignition thing. So now, if I spin it, the starter just goes fucking nuts. So I'm gonna have to get a new key lock cylinder and then attach this back to where it needs to be under the dash. So I'm gonna have to pull out the dash, key lock cylinder, air filter, and a window switch for right there. One of those window switches is missing. Well, turkey basted the air filter, the fucking fuel filter housing. There was no fuel filter, and we pulled out fucking caca water. I don't think this is diesel anymore. It's iced tea. Yeah, it's gone now. That's it. So I bought some treatment for the tank. I'm gonna just clear the whole system. Good lord. Ran out of daylight here, but where I have to leave it off is this fuel line is disgusting. Absolutely atrocious. The one that goes from the primer to the injection pump, absolutely atrocious. The one that goes from the bottom of the fuel filter housing also to the fuel pump, injector pump, is absolutely atrocious. So I'm gonna have to replace all 3, and or just clean them out, but I think replacing it is the best option. And I can get the glow plugs to warm. I sealed up the intake, cleaned it up, but where we're stuck at is no fuel delivery. Fuel. It's disgusting. This is what I pulled out of the car. Right? I showed this, I think. So that's hardly diesel. All these contaminants in it and stuff. So oh man, I tried maybe this will help me out a little bit. I'm gonna leave this in the car. It was like $3. $3 probably won't help me, but yeah, I gotta get all those fuel. I gotta get some fuel lines and completely clean out the fuel system. But yep, that's about it for now. See where I can get. Alrighty, leaving it here. okay progress. Got the fuel filter in. Figured out these fuel lines are just disgusting. Fuel I pulled out of there looked like this. Air filter I pulled out of there looked like that. So, it really doesn't surprise me. But, I mean, I got a little battery in there, and I got some things to work a little bit. Let's see. So, if I flip this ignition, what's under here, since the dude turned off or drilled out the key thing, got my glove plugs to warm. Says batteries on. Brake release. So like while that's warming real quick, I'll try to prime it. Okay, come on. Prime, come on. I need this fucker to start. But it's not even pulling fuel. There's no fuel to pull maybe. Or it just doesn't want to go. Because as soon as I turn this, that's it. So, glow plugs are still warm. Try again. So, for some reason, it's not taking any fuel. It's not picking up any fuel. So, that's where I'm at. If I turn it on, everything turns on, but yeah, I don't really know. I could turn it on the high idle. I think this is. Maybe that'll work to do something, but I don't know right now. Wins I got is my lights work. All of my lights. I can turn this all the way on. Can flip this on. The back lights to come on. Right, this switch. Cool. And then park and brake works. Lights work. I can flip. I can turn on the hazard switches, and both of those little lights come on, however dimly. It's supposed to be this, I suppose, but oh well. But we have lights, so that's something. They give off heat, like genuine heat. And I think I can. Oh god, that kind of making them falter a little bit. Maybe I won't stick that. What did that do? Oh, it turned off the lights? Okay. Alright, we'll turn these all the way off. Turn all this off. Check to see if the cigarette lighter works. Why not? That's not coming back. Okay, maybe it doesn't. Oh. Okay. I don't think that was ever gonna work. The fuck is this? Jesus. Oh my god. That did not just happen. That did not just happen. Alright, I'm not doing that again. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, that's craziness. That the window still works. Alright, I'm not too sad at this. I just gotta figure out my fuel delivery problem. Does the horn work? Okay, I got no horn. Wipers. Okay, let's never do that again. Okay, I'm never doing that again. Alright, I'm taking out this battery. It's probably killing it. But, little wins on this car. Just gotta get this fuel delivery. And I'm going to get a parts car. Going to a parts car this Saturday. It is currently Thursday. So, little wins. We're gonna get there. This car is gonna be up and running pretty soon.